now you've got a dino box in your hand and you're ready to have fun with it. So let's talk a little bit about your scented dino sand recipe so that you can get all ready to make it at home. Now a grown-up has to help, so you're gonna need somebody to help get stuff measured out. So the recipe is all in your little handbook. The first thing that you need is your coffee. So, woo, I'm getting too excited here, throwing coffee every place. You gotta be careful with stuff like this. All right, the coffee needs to either be decaffeinated or already used. So you can go to any place where they make coffee for you and they'll actually save their coffee grounds. The coffee, once it's used, it takes the caffeine out of it, so then it's safe for somebody to play with the next day. You don't have to worry about the caffeine. So this is actually instant coffee that's decaffeinated. Smells so nice. All right, next thing we've got is cornmeal. That goes right in here and it's 1 cup of cornmeal. And then we've got 1/4 cup of salt, dump right in on top of it. And our last ingredient is 1/2 cup of flour. Dump them all together to start our dino sand. And you could get a spoon to mix this with, but it's really just as much fun to mix it with your hands. So we stir it all together until you get it nice and mixed up. Now, you might be wondering, why is it worth it to make a big mess like this in your house? Well, in real life, when you let kids play in sensory things like this, it actually helps engage more parts of their brain. It's helping to connect the right and the left hemisphere of the brain as they engage their senses, because you can smell it and you can feel it. And then you're also engaging yourself in the actions of squeezing and stirring. So that actually helps use more parts of the brain to learn. Then you can get the fun going. You can pop open your dinosaurs and put your dinosaurs in here to create your own little landscapes and your activities with them. You can bury your dino bones and then get out your kits and unbury them and work just like a paleontologist. And believe it or not, you're actually getting a few early literacy skills in this, because one of the very first skills you need to learn to be able to read is how to imagine. Because when we read, we imagine the pictures that the words are telling us in our brains to create a little picture. That starts with things like this, playing pretend. So go and play pretend yourself and have some fun.